Going? All right, I think we are live. Hello, and welcome to the Collins on the Rocks podcast. I'm your host, Auntie Collins. With me today is a very festive Pluggo.
Festive.
You have a Chargers hat on. You have a Seattle Mariners top on. We got wrestling in the background. We got a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Multifaceted dude.
I am.
So, Pluggo, tell us who the fuck you are in about, 2 sentences or less.
Okay, I'm a very multifaceted dude. But keep it tight. Keep it short. Don't go long. I am Pluggo. I am married to the infamous Mrs. Pluggo, as you've seen on the internet. But no, I am Pluggo. I'm a wrestling content creator on Love Wrestling, aka Between Two Beards, with JPJ, who you've had on this show as well. I do all sorts of stuff in the wrestling space. That's kind of my thing. You are my fourth show of the day. I am an Iron Man today. You're my fourth wardrobe change too. I put this on specifically for you.
Wow, that's incredible. I love it. I love that you put on your finest outfit last.
I'm getting to the point in my collection where I can just put on things pretty much for everybody.
So I'm going to tell you a secret. So my shoot job does not allow graphic tees unless it is Seattle sports related.
Oh, okay.
So I have purposely purchased 5
Seattle Mariners or Seahawks?
No, well, I have 3 Mariner shirts, a Seahawks shirt, and a Seahawks sweatshirt.
Okay.
Because,
hey, listen. When it comes to retail employment, if they give you an inch, you take the inch. I told this story actually at some point this week. I'm old enough to remember when facial hair was kind of a no-no in the retail space.
Yeah.
And I worked at a job that only allowed sideburns and mustaches. So if you can imagine, I said, if that's all I can have, I'm taking it. And I had the stash. It was gross.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Gross? Is that gross? Is it technically gross?
Mine was for sure. 100%. Okay. Mine was. Maybe not everybody's. But mine, because it got like real patchy in places and it didn't look great. But I said, this is what they would rather me have this than all this. So I'm glad that rule has changed.
I also, when I first came into retail and customer service, is that they said no facial piercings at all.
Nope. Yep. That was also a thing.
So my nose ring, which I've had this nose ring since I was 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I pierced it myself.
Okay.
Dumbass idea. But I had those plastic little studs.
Yeah. And
it always just looked like a zit on my nose.
I got the lip pierced once upon a time, and then 2 weeks later, the job I was at goes, "We're not doing facial piercings anymore."
Oh.
That's like, you bitches. So I could still kind of feel where it was because I couldn't. It was so new, and I was just messing with it. I just took it out. It was too much of a hassle. But yeah, no. I'm glad they've changed the rule. Pluggo, I appreciate that you've changed your. Yes. So I could actually, if you'd like, I could go down for True Heel Heat. I wore Texas A&M hoodie and a different hat. What did I wear? What hat was it? It was, I can't remember now. I have so many. And then for exposure, I wore a Toronto Raptors hoodie, and then I wore a Milwaukee Bucks hoodie for the watch along, each with a different hat. I had an A's hat on a minute ago. Yeah, so I have this really weird thing, and I've got to fall, depending on how busy I get. If I'm super busy, I'll crank out a few videos in the same getup if I have to, if I'm on a deadline. But like, I have this thing, like, no matter what it is, I have to change. So then that way, because I just don't want people to think he wears the same thing for every video he's in. So literally, I could I did a show with Blair, that's Blair from my For Exposure podcast. I did a show with him where we did the live show and we had to record right after because we were off the next week. And I go, well, give me 2 minutes. I have to run upstairs and change. He's like, what? I go, I don't want people thinking that they show up every week and I'm in the same shirt. And he goes, nobody. And he's like, nobody cares. And I'm like, I don't know. It's just a thing. Just my thing. I don't know. I should be able to write all these hats off as a tax.
You should be able to. I feel like that is technically a business expense.
Thank you.
I did a video of all of my things that I purchased at All In, and like gave it to a specific wrestling website that I'm no longer working with now, and they never posted the video. So I'm like,
don't you hate when that happens?
Okay, I still wear them, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, things are funny like that. I've done it where I've worn the same shirt on the same podcasts, and you know what? It happens.
But I'll tell you right now, if I wasn't I will rock the same hoodie all weekend if I'm not doing anything.
Are you a pants repeater or a shirt repeater?
I don't believe that now Mrs. Pluggo and I have various opinions on this. She is change every. I don't believe things get dirty, pants and shirts wise, after one use, right? So like if I wear a hoodie around the house today, there's no reason I can't wear it around the house tomorrow. I'll change the undergarment stuff, the stuff that touches skin, like exclusive, the parts, the boys. I'll change that out, the underwear. But yeah, like why can't I rock the same? Like why couldn't I wear this tomorrow? I'm only wearing it for this show right now.
I don't hold the same.
Are you saying that an hour in this is no longer good tomorrow?
How much do you sweat?
Not that much, believe it or not, for being as fat as I am. I think I'd sweat a lot. Like if I'm working all day, I'm not gonna rock that. But I mean, if I'm sitting around the house being lazy,
I am a sweaty Betty.
Okay.
So, sorry, I have a weird itch.
I mentioned wearing the same clothes twice, and you're like, I'm itching.
Yeah, I'm whatever. Hygienic, I guess. Not super hygienic. It was one of those things that when I went to All In, I did not anticipate sweating that much on top of already being a sweaty person. Yeah, so I was changing a lot. But anyways, we are here. This is the Collins of the Rocks podcast. This is your happy hour on the rocks. Before we jump into it, Pluggo, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a non-alcoholic Disarm Hazy IPA by Go Brewing. I also now
show that can. Show that can. I want to see it.
It's a pretty dope can from my fine folks at Go Brewing. I should tell them that I'm been promoting their stuff all week just on my streams. I got a Nostalgic Ski Lodge winter ale as well, just in case, because this one's almost good. Because I started this during the watch along that I was just on, and then if I'm feeling real crazy, I got another one just in case. I stay drink ready when I'm on streams just to be safe. So like whether it's water, I've got I'm always
drink ready. You don't gotta be drink ready,
Exactly. You know how many times I gotta run and get a drink real quick. I'm like, I just got a few just in case. Mrs. Pluggo is like, do you really gonna drink all those? Like I don't know. Sometimes I get chatting and I gotta drink. Sometimes it sits there and I take it back upstairs.
The first podcast that I ever did, I didn't know that you could be drinking while doing it. Drinking water, drinking anything. So I tried to go an hour and a half without drinking. And I was like,
wow.
Sahara Desert after a while. Zach in here saying National Cook for Christmas. Wait.
Yeah.
National Cook for Christmas Day.
I love Zach. And Zach, I've been on, this would be the fourth stream that he's posted that on. And the debate which each host is. And Lawrence just kind of figured it out. He was like, you're telling me that you don't, his mother's already prepping the Christmas meal and cooking everything and like
Yeah.
and
I want to know the
freezing it.
history of this.
Yeah, because I was like, do I cook my meal today for Christmas? It was very confusing, but yeah, I'm ready for that. That sounds good. I'm ready
We
for
got
Christmas.
19 days until
I'm not
Christmas
ready
Day.
for Christmas, but I'm ready for the Christmas food.
What are your family traditions, your holiday traditions?
For Christmas, it depends. I come from a blended family, so my wife has a son and then I have two, and then we had Owen to tie our family together. So it all depends on where everybody's at and where they're going to be, and work schedules and things like that. So like the last couple of years, we've just really been like protecting Christmas Day, is like have the kids come over. We do gifts. A couple of them, my older two will then go to their moms for the rest of the day, but we just really just keep it tight, do gifts, maybe get Chinese food or something. Like we haven't done anything crazy because it's nice, because we also we work retail, so we have to work the next day, so it's like let's just keep it low key, keep it tight, which is fine. I don't need anything crazy and big and any spectacles. Less is more for me when it comes to that kind of stuff.
You know what? It is really all about those memories. Now that it is just my husband and I, that's the kind of thing that it is. It's making your own memories, making your own Christmas traditions, and
Yeah.
that's so beautiful. So you mentioned Mrs. Pluggo. Tell us a little bit about what your family thinks about you liking wrestling.
Okay, my family or Mrs. Pluggo?
I need to know both. I need to know because it's not just a sport. I mean, people come with commentary when you say, I love wrestling. Yeah. So what do the people in your life think of you?
Well, so I kind of found, I guess I don't know how far back we want to go into the content side of it. I've always been a wrestling fan, right? Like when I was growing up, I remember always watching the WCW, Monday Night Wars. I was a WCW.
Forget how old you are.
I am old, but I remember loving. I'm 39. I remember WCW came on an hour earlier and it was on an hour longer, so that's where I defaulted. And then I think like a lot of us, like I was just a fan as a kid. I had a good time. And then when I got older and started having kids, I was home all the time. So then I started watching more and just kind of like getting reinvested in it. JPJ's in the house. That's my guy. He's him and I same age. We got the same kind of like.
Can I tell you, he is the real one by being on Twitch, because I've been trying to beef up my Twitch because I'm gunning for affiliate next year. That's
we'll get you. I feel silly. I can't believe I hadn't followed you on Twitch yet. I followed you right as the show started because I was like, oh, why am I not following you? So
well, that's the thing. It's like when you're following someone on one social media, you're not,
you just assume you follow them on all. Yeah. So I hooked you up there on a follow. We'll get you to affiliate. We got you. That's
my goal for next year. Ramp up things. I'm hoping, mental health doesn't take a.
For sure. Oh, sidebar. We love you, JPJ and I. We think you're one of our absolute favorite people, and we don't think that. We know that, so we'll help you out. We'll get you hooked up on that affiliate.
Thank you. I need to also share what my goals are, because that's the only way that they become real.
Put them out there. Yeah. I always shoot low, so I'm never disappointed. But well, like I just want to get one new follower today. Bam! Look at me. No, it's
that's lower your expectations so you're never disappointed, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. But to the family part of it, my dad passed away right around 2020, right before COVID hit in 2020, and I think he would think this is the coolest shit. Like, because he was very supportive of everything, like in that space, like anything I would do before that. So he would think it's really cool. My mom digs it. She always like, "Where are you traveling this week?" When I go places, and I'm like, "I'm not going anywhere. I don't go that much." But she's very cool. Everybody's very supportive of the wrestling thing. They understand it. But when it really started to ramp up into what it's become today, Mrs. Pluggo, I hadn't really she knew I was a wrestling fan when we started dating, but she didn't realize that it was going to become this. Like, how it
background.
how it happened, and I tell this story, and it's kind of a downer, so I won't stay downer for too long. But we were trying to have a baby, and she had a miscarriage. And how I deal with life stuff like that is I have to stay busy, right? Yeah. I just have to keep my mind going in a place that like I'm just so that way, like I'm working on something, but I'm also processing what just happened, the trauma that just happened. But I'm also like knowing that I'm not just dwelling on it. I'm also like, oh, so I was like, I tried the sports route for a while, and it's like, that's hard. Right. And it's funny. I say it now is watching 162 Cubs games a year. Like if you don't talk about it in the moment, it's nobody's talking about last week's game. Right. Wrestling is more like there's a bunch of stuff you can, however you want to do retro stuff, you want to do current stuff. So I was like, I've been really watching wrestling a little bit more as I'm, just finding more time in my day. Like, oh, let me just fire up this Facebook page and let me just put some thoughts out of the and not say anything. Like I didn't say anything about the wrestling, not because I was embarrassed, because I was like, if I start doing this and 6 months later, I'm like, this is dumb. Like, I don't want everybody to be like, what happened to that thing that you started and you were all about, and now you're not all about it anymore.
Yeah.
So I was one day, I'm sitting there and I'm tweeting about something wrestling. I'm just tweeting. And Mrs. Pluggo like looks over my shoulder, and instinctively I went with my phone. And she's like, what are you doing? And I was like,
your secret.
I was like, nothing. She's like, why are you being weird? And I go, I'm not. I'm just. She's like, what is it? And I was like, this is gonna. She's like, again, she's thinking, oh, he's cheating on me. I caught him. He's talking to some girl, and it's me tweeting about some wrestling thing. And she's like,
oh no.
She's like, what do you mean you're talking wrestling? And I go, I started this just random wrestling page that I don't know. She's like, why'd you think you had to keep that from me? And I go, honestly, I don't know. I didn't want any. I just kind of like I operated better with just like not having any noise. I just did it and then just let it cards lay where they went. But I say all that to say that she has been like the biggest supporter of all this. Like she's
always in the chats.
She's always in the chat. She helped put all this together for me.
I love it.
Anytime I need to go do anything, she's like, yeah, go take it. She never says like, oh, I wouldn't do that. She's like, go do the spot, go do the show. Did 4 shows today. I'm popping in and out between everything today. She's like, no, go to Indianapolis, go to Boston, go do whatever you got to do. Like she's very supportive of the dream. And I didn't tell her about my nerd. She always jokes that I didn't tell her before we got married about it. So I locked her in, and now she's like, damn it, I'm with this wrestling guy, and he does this goofy shit, and that's like, yeah, and it's taken off to a pretty. I couldn't do it without her, to be honest with you, because like I said, like there'll be nights like, hey, I have to get home for an interview. Can you go get the kids? And she's like, yeah, no, that's fine. I can go. I'll swing and pick them up, but I try my best to like navigate.
Having a partner.
Yeah, it's crazy, and I never tell anybody I'm self-made, man. A lot of people like I wouldn't be able to do this. Like, what was it? Where was I? Oh yeah, Wednesday night I went to Dynamite after stabbing myself in the hand, which is famous. Okay. That famous. And so like she had to go get the kids, so I could just go to Dynamite, right? Like, she's awesome.
What did you do to your hand?
I was at work and I took a knife and jabbed myself in between my thumb and index finger. Essentially, I was trying to do something and I slipped and went like that. So,
no stitches, nothing.
Yeah, 3 stitches. I have 3 stitches in my head right now. Yeah.
Should have asked.
Which she, to her credit, she sat next to me while I got stitched up, got me on my way to Dynamite. She's the best, man. Like, wow. I'm definitely not, I try to match her energy, but she's the queen, man, for real.
Behind all of this is the queen, Mrs. Pluggo.
Well, no, yeah, for sure. Like last year when I applied to go to the Royal Rumble with JPJ, I hadn't heard anything, but she went and messaged Spencer and was like, hey, you think he's going to get approved? And then she like bought me a new bag because I was carrying like a busted laptop bag for my first go. She's like, no, you need a better looking bag. She bought me a laptop. Like she understands it. So she's like, if that's what you want to do, like I'm all in and I will support you in the decisions that you make. And so, yeah, like she's been very cool about it. Like like I said, there was one night I ran out. I said, I got to go to Walmart and get a picture of Spencer. And she's like, what? I said, I need like a full-blown picture of Spencer so I could make this Spencer love mask for a Halloween gimmick. And she's like, what? Okay, if that's what you need to do. Like, she may not ever.
If that's what you need to do.
She may not understand it, but she absolutely supports it, which is an amazing quality in her. So I match that energy and make sure that she has every book that she could ever want. Because she's a reader, so she buys me wrestling, and it works out perfectly. Because I'm like, honey, there's a pay-per-view today, and she's like, great, watch it, because I'm gonna read. And I'm like, awesome. So it works out really well.
I love that. I need to know if she, like, well, I guess I should ask her what her thoughts on if she's reading the Heated Rivalry series.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure
it's a Game Changers. It's fine. Jose also knows what I'm talking about. So
yeah, I saw Jose's got a book talk now.
But do you love that the name is Jose? Can you read?
Yeah, famously.
Jose, can you read?
I famously cannot read, but.
That's why you watch wrestling.
Yeah, I watch wrestling. A perfect balance. She reads, I can't. I watch wrestling, she doesn't. It's perfect.
I love it.
And then to just tie a bow on the family stuff, it's been really cool. Like my oldest son thinks this is cool. Like I've taken him to local shows with me.
Oh, okay.
He loves seeing me work the room, and he's like, "Oh, that's so cool that all these people know you."
Watching you work.
Yeah, he's like, and then my youngest son absolutely loves wrestling. He is obsessed with it. He thinks it was funny the other day. They were on YouTube Shorts and they're flipping through, and one of my shorts came up, and they're like, "Dad, you're on YouTube. This is crazy." And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "That's you. You did that." I was like, "Yeah, that's me." So it's been really fun, and like it's a cool moment, and I bond with the kid, my youngest especially, over it. He really loves it. Like I wish I could have threw like an algebra book at him because he's taken to professional wrestling a little too much. And I'm like, man. But hey, as long as he loves it and he keeps himself safe and he doesn't do that stuff at school, we'll be fine.
I love it. So since you basically grew up watching wrestling, did you get in trouble at school for doing wrestling moves?
Not at school. I never got in trouble at school for doing wrestling moves. I definitely broke some furniture at my parents' house a few times. Got yelled at quite a bit. My mom went through a few couches in our day, for sure, with me and my brothers wrestling around. At school, I never really got in trouble with that. I got in trouble for other stuff. You've met me. I have a mouth.
Yeah. I got in trouble a lot for my mouth, too.
An unfiltered teenage. Yeah, me. Yeah. But no, it was always at home. My mom's like, God, guys, quit. We'd break couches and this and that because we'd always reenact the moves, man. But yeah, no, I never did them at school.
Can I tell you though? There's a lot of people in this world who are our age who got in trouble for the.
Oh yeah. I was talking. Suck It. The Suck It's making a comeback. It's all over wrestling. I've seen the Suck It crotch chop. Like over the last couple of months, like every other show I feel like I'm watching. So, 100%. Like I would hit the Suck It, of course. But who didn't want to do that at school?
Yeah.
But I never got in trouble for it because I never had the balls, I guess, to do it to a teacher. But I said other teachers though.
I just think it's so funny because I would do it, and I definitely don't have anything really
to suck.
Got
Got it. I mean,
that's why I was getting in trouble.
I'm trying to do the math here to see if that. I mean, maybe. But no, I definitely, I never did that stuff at school. I don't know, like, I
Hmm.
didn't have that group of like dudes that were wrestling. Like even some of my like closest friends now don't quite understand. Like I have my best friend throughout high school,
Hmm.
my best man in my wedding is like he edits my articles for me because I'm not the greatest punctuation guy and all that. Like so I do,
Yeah.
I give it the good old college try, but I say, hey, will you just look this over and make sure I'm not a complete moron? He doesn't watch wrestling at all, and he just goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it sounded good and it looked okay, and I'm like, thank you. So I didn't
That's
have that.
fun.
I used to have a buddy that like when I lived with him growing up, he's like he called it booger eating because there was a sports guy named
Booger eating.
Colin Cowherd who's a West Coast sports guy.
Okay.
He works for Fox Sports now. He one time went on this rant about how wrestling fans are nothing but people that live in their mom's basements and eat their boogers. So
Oh.
when I'm in my my late teens, early 20s, and I'm watching wrestling, my buddies be like, "Oh, you're doing that old booger eating thing again," and I'm like, "Yeah, yes, I am. Yes, I am." Monday nights, I'm watching.
That old booger
I'm
eating.
eating, I'm eating my boogers, watching my wrestling. So yeah, no, I didn't have to. I didn't have anybody to do the second chance with. Now I have more friends that understand wrestling as I got older because I think they realize like it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun thing.
I love it. Absolutely. What is the first like wrestler that you watched that you were like connected to?
Connected to first wrestler, I remember being like my Mick Foley, Mankind, like
Mm.
just being like that's like because he was different, and I'm always attracted to like different in wrestling and like people that maybe are a little off the beaten path, so to speak. So really remember being like super into that. I was a big basketball fan growing up, so I really loved like Dennis Rodman being in wrestling. Like I thought that was very cool. But in terms of just connection wise, it was always Mick Foley. I remember getting his book when it came out when I was younger. I have a copy of it now, but because he was just my guy. He was like that guy that you're like, hey, he kind of looks like me, right? Like he's not like chiseled, he's
Yeah.
not jacked. He's a little weird. I'm a little weird. That's my dude. Fuck you, Rock.
Yeah. What do I have in common with The Rock? Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Um yeah, I the one wrestler that I connected with was Bret Hart. And it was always because everything that Bret Hart did, he did it with everything. There was nothing left on the table, and he always was super passionate about it. Mrs. Pluggo, we just spent the first 20 minutes talking about how amazing you are. And I just want to say, you are wonderful. And thank you so much for everything that you have done and created in this space, even without being on camera. We love you so much. So,
She's starting to become more popular than I am. And then you got to ask her about the book series. I don't know what that.
yeah,
What's that?
I need. Are you reading the? I think it's called the Game Changer series, but it's where heated rivalry is. It's
GCW made a book series.
no, it's hockey players.
Hockey players.
It's like a love series too. So,
Hockey
you know,
players.
a Canadian and a Russian
Ooh,
hockey player.
ooh,
You know,
fancy.
it's a little bit spicy. So I don't know
Hey,
if you read spicy books. So
she does read spicy books, and I gotta say,
those are the ones where I'll be reading my Kindle because I'm a Kindle person, and I'll be sitting there with my Kindle, and I'm just like, if I'm on this page a little bit too long, and if I'm breathing a little bit too heavy, I'll see my husband go, What are you reading?"
all I ever say is I'll just go, hey, if that's a spicy book, I'll be ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm willing to be ready. I'll clear my schedule.
That is hilarious.
And then she's always like, "Shut up." And I'm like,
I love it.
I'm just letting you know. I will act out whatever you need. I'm ready to go because you do all
I love
this.
it.
I will gladly lay myself down and sacrifice myself for the love of your spicy book. I know I'm so selfless, dude. You know what I
I
mean?
know. So you dedication to the craft here. Um, love this. Listen, Mrs. Pluggo, you are so sweet.
This is true.
Absolutely,
This is
absolutely love her. So You connected with Mankind.
Yeah,
Which wrestlers are you cheering for right now?
Oh my! So my all-time favorite number one wrestler is CM Punk. That's just how it goes. When I
It
got
was
back,
kind of hard to be a CM Punk fan for a little bit.
yeah, it comes with its challenges, but
Mhm.
I just like when I got back into this more of like regular watching as I got older. He was one of those guys that drew me in, and I was just like, yeah, he's different. I like it. Current. That's tough. Like there's so many wrestlers that I just enjoy watching that so I don't really necessarily like if I had to. Damn, that's a tough question. You said no hard hitting questions.
I didn't.
Who am I rooting for? Who am I cheering
Yeah.
for?
I mean, because for me, it's like I am only rooting for women.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Like,
I tend
every
to.
woman wrestler, except maybe like people like Tessa Blanchard or like Masha Slamovich. Like, I don't give a fuck about those people. But like, if I've given a reason to care, Harley Cameron,
I love
Chris Statlander.
Like, Harley
Mercedes.
is so good. Harley is easily becoming.
I
did
like her last year
yeah.
at all. That's all I was talking about on on a ramble with Kimmy. Every time that she would come on, I'd be like,
yeah, I wrote. I think I wrote a Harley Cameron appreciation, at least sentence or two in every article I wrote for like a first month or two of the beginning of the year. She's great, and again, that's because that's my style. A wrestler that may not give you a 5, which I love those wrestlers too, that give you 5-star bangers, but a wrestler that knows their role, plays it really well, gets you the most out of what they're given. And so like I resonate, like Harley Cameron's look where she's come. And I'm with you. Like Megan Bain's fantastic. I've been really enjoying what she does. Like, just different. I like different styles of wrestlers, but yeah, the women's wrestling game right now is absolutely on fire. In a lot of the promotions that I pay, I'm more interested in what's going on there. Like the stuff on Raw with Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch was some of the best stuff that they've done. And it's like we've seen the men's stuff over and over again. Like I've already seen that, happen. Not that I'm not enjoying myself, but yeah, like the women's wrestling is killing it right now. Keep it going. That's
definitely. And like it's also the thing, it doesn't stop with one promotion. It transcends through NXT. The things that the women on NXT are doing now, some of the best stuff is going on with the women. WWE obviously is the mecca, so to speak, for where things are happening, and also TNA. TNA is rebuilding after losing a bunch of people. So I don't know. I'm totally into it. Also, I will never be mad at Samoa Joe.
That's fair. You know who I'll never be mad at? Speaking of Samoa Joe, Hook. I was the only person at Fisher's that was cheering for Hook because that is one good-looking man.
Let me tell you, JPJ and I were doing that watch along, and I go, "Why is he in the ring?" And I'm pretty sure that JPJ was like, "He's gonna turn. He's gonna turn." I'm like, "No, no." I believed he was so good.
Yeah.
But I've not dove into it. Yeah, you gotta jump into it.
Before all this became what it is today, I just had a Team Hook sign on the back that I wrote crudely on a piece of loose leaf paper. It said Team Hook, and then I had another one that said "Hi Mom," but it was always Team Hook and his majestic hair. And he's just cool because he's a vibe. He's a different vibe. He's got a different aura around him. The way I just like it.
Can I tell you though? So I like the way that people like sports is how I love to watch Bravo. Okay. So there is a new show on Bravo called Next Gen NYC. So it's a bunch of Nepo babies, so to speak, navigating through their early 20s. It's kind of like, a little bit interesting, a little bit like been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
Yeah.
But there's a girl on the show and she just starts talking about her boyfriend having a match, and I'm like, a match? And I watched, and she's fucking dating Hook.
Hell yeah, lucky her.
And I go, I can't even watch Bravo without wrestling.
Oh, it's no. When you're like, you're just like, I got to get away from wrestling for the day. And
I use this to escape.
Yeah, wrestling's becoming it's becoming more mainstream. It's becoming more of a it's a phenomenon. Like, it's funny. Like, wrestlers are everywhere all the time. Like, hey, I saw CM Punk on this random thing. Did you catch it? I'm like, no, I didn't even think that they would be on that show or blah. That's cool. Hook, man, on Bravo. He'd just be like, yeah, that dress is all right. Because Project Runway is still on Bravo, right?
Exactly.
Is that still a thing?
What?
Is Project Runway still a thing?
Yeah, but it's on a different network now.
It's not on Bravo anymore? Was it at one point? I don't know.
I think it was on E, but E and Bravo are basically almost the same thing.
No.
Can I talk about, so you have a TikTok.
No, you can't talk about, you talk about whatever you want. It's your show. I do have a TikTok.
And you posted this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just are watching Claudio come out.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
What is it like to be in the presence of a Greek god?
Well, at first, so I was actually, because they did, where I was sitting, they did mocks, and they did the earlier night stuff, like Pac had wrestled first, and they did it at another location where they came out. So I was like, well, they're probably just going to come out there. And then I looked over, and it's Pac and Claudio and Danny and all them and Wheeler, and I'm just like, oh shit. And I don't usually, like, I'm not usually that guy that's like, I have to record everything. I kind of like to live in the moment a little bit. But I was like, that's kind of a really cool shot. Like, I want to see him walk up. That's kind of fun. So it was cool. It was cool to be in the presence of greatness. I mean, I feel like he was in more of a presence of greatness because he was near me, but no, just kidding. Nothing close. That guy. So Blair had posted in our group thread on Slack. He goes, "I'm a firm believer that people that bring wrestling belts to shows must defend them." And they go, Pluggo, why didn't you go after the CMML championship? And I go, because I already stabbed myself that day. I don't feel like adding death. I don't feel like adding death to my toll there. I can tell you too, the security guard before the spot in that section was very adamant. Nobody touched the talent. And I looked over at Tanner, who I was with, and I go, he doesn't have to tell me not to touch Claudio Castagnoli. Like, he doesn't, what idiot's like, yeah, I'm going to touch this dude. Because even though he would have to hold, he would obviously he would hold restraint because he's a professional. But just the idea that he would in that moment go, fuck this guy. I wouldn't even
You
know.
saw that video at Survivor Series where that kid stepped right in front of where Paul Heyman was, and Paul Heyman just goes, yep.
Yeah, no, for sure. those people, I would like, because it would be my luck that I would catch Claudio on a bad day, and I just give him a pat on the back, like, go get him, bro, and he just uppercuts me, and I'm dead. Like, yeah, I'm not about that life.
More people need to learn the consent of touching.
For sure, 100%.
That's also a thing because I have tattoos on my arm. Anytime I go to a wrestling show, I have a tattoo here. I have a tattoo on my hip. Like, people just grab me. Yeah. And I'm like, what? Yeah. This is what CM Punk is talking about when people show up at the airport. in full like seriousness. Like, don't touch the wrestlers. Don't touch anybody. Really, just don't touch anybody that doesn't want to be because what it's doing, especially in the wrestling space, if we want to keep it wrestling centric, it's driving a wedge between the good fan base, even and the kids and the wrestlers. That's why appearance fees are so high. That's why all these rules are in place. That's why they don't do all of these things. Like, because we can't help ourselves as a whole in the wrestling. We need to be better. So just don't touch them. Let them come down the ring. Let them come down the crowd. It's a cool moment. I got a really cool shot. I didn't touch the man. And he didn't uppercut me. So
I'm here because I told him I was like, don't hit me, Claudio. I have
That
to
would
do Auntie.
hurt.
I have to do Auntie Colin's show on Saturday. Please don't hit me. She would.
Yeah.
If I have to
Yeah.
cancel because I can't talk, that's on you, bud. No, it would have been on me. But no, it was really cool to be able to see how they kind of production did that whole shot. Like, it was fun.
It never gets old.
I did offer. We had 2 seats open next to us because 2 people that were supposed to come with us couldn't make it. They canceled, and I was like, "Hey, Pac, hey, Danny, I got 2 seats right here. You guys can watch the action." And they definitely gave me a. You jumped on a flight to Indianapolis? Heck yeah.
Is there snow on the ground? Can I ask?
There is currently snow on the ground. Yes, it's been snowing. It snowed off and on for the last couple weeks. The problem now is it's just very cold. It's like 5 degrees right now. So the snow's not melting.
That's not for me.
It's not. It's not for anyone. And anybody, but can I go on a soapbox because you brought it up and I haven't had a chance to talk about it.
It's the floor is yours.
I went to. You don't have to put me on the floor here. We could have a discussion.
Okay.
We could have a discussion. But I went to Fisher's. I went to Dynamite. I got there, got in line. It is 10 degrees outside, and the wind chill is probably closer to 0. Who are these winter? I wear shorts in the winter people trying to prove. What are you trying to prove? You can't be comfortable. It's 10 degrees outside. You're like, I'm in shorts and a t-shirt standing outside for an hour in this line. God, I get cold just thinking about them. I'm like, layers, please. I would rather be all layered up and have to. Yeah, I had like a hoodie on, a pullover on, I had a shirt under. I was cold. These guys are like, I got shorts on. I'm a badass. I'm like,
so that's one thing here. So like, I lived in Jersey. I've lived in New York. Like I've lived in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
These are cold places that get cold during the winter. There's snow on the ground. It happens. You wear a jacket, all the layers. It happens.
Sure.
I'm going to tell you right now, it is 47 degrees outside. And there are people bundled up here like that.
That's fair. Mrs. Pluggo is a habitual bundler.
The moment it like goes below 60 degrees, people are like, they're putting on their hats, they're putting on their scarves, they're putting on their puffy jackets and their puffy boots. And I'm wearing layers. I have like a thermal under here. It's my favorite thermal, actually. Okay. But I like a short sleeve little thermal. It goes all the way down. It's very nice. I got the long socks, but I just wear like a zip-up hoodie.
Okay. I just don't, like, because we had like the coldest winter, like last winter, where it was like in the -20s, and people are and like, and they're like, if you're outside for too long, your nose will fall off your face, right? And these people are just like shorts and a t-shirt, like, I'm good. I'm like, there's no way you're good. There's no way you can't run that hot. That's impossible. I don't understand it. I've never understood it.
Like, I get people wearing shorts and a t-shirt here.
Yeah, that's different.
I never understood it there. It's just a different breed of people.
Yeah, we're just a weird. Us Midwesterners are just nuts, I guess.
Yeah, you also like when I look at like.
Because I like watching. Well, go on.
Y'all like your casseroles.
We do love a good casserole here.
You know,
I will smash a casserole. I will do it all day.
You will put anything in a pan and
call it a casserole.
You preheat your oven to 375. Put that in there for 40 minutes.
And the funny thing about that is, those recipes are passed down from generation to generation. It is in our DNA to go, what can we put in this dish, throw in the oven, and call it a day, and then just scoop it into a bowl, and I'm good. 100%.
You know,
I am pro casserole.
I grew up poor.
I did too.
Like, we had plenty of casseroles, but I've met some people in the Midwest, and I'm like, what?
And everybody swears by their casserole recipe.
Yeah.
It is the best. This will be the best tuna casserole you've ever had.
No.
And they're just like, it's fine. But I listen. I'll eat it. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't too proud.
No, I was saying I follow a bunch of like food bloggers, right? And like food people who post YouTube and TikToks and all the things because I'm always looking for a hack, right?
Oh yeah.
What
Aren't we
is
all?
the Midwest's obsession with Ritz crackers in their casseroles?
Yeah, that one. That's where I go. Just go get the breadcrumbs or do the.
Right.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, because it's easy. It's quick. Ritz crackers are delicious. Like I ate a sleeve of them the other day. Like I'm not gonna
It's the buttery goodness, right?
Yeah. That's part of it. It's butter. It's cracker. It's soda. You don't have to add more butter, but you will add more butter because we're from the Midwest. Yeah,
Y'all
Ritz
are
crackers
thick.
out there, or cornflakes is another one that they love to smash up some cornflakes and bread chicken with and stuff. 100%.
I mean, I've breaded chicken with cornflakes. I shouldn't.
Put it on top.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Why not?
Listen, I get it. So on this episode of Collins on the Rocks, I always ask, hey, so there are lots of wrestlers from the Midwest, from Indianapolis.
Sure.
Name 3 wrestlers from Indiana.
3 wrestlers from Indiana, like all time.
Yeah, of all time. It doesn't have to be.
Oh, Mick Foley's from Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby Soho's from Indiana. Mm-hmm. She actually owns a board game place right down the road from me. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. Who's another famous one? Oh my God, there's another. Oh man, from Indiana. God damn it. I mean, there's a bunch of local guys, but I'm trying to think of somebody else big from Indiana. I know there's another one, and if I Google it, I'll feel bad because I'll be like, oh yeah, Dick the Bruiser's from Indiana. That's an old wrestler. That's old school. Dick the Bruiser.
Dick the Bruiser?
Yeah, dude, Dick the Bruiser. He's like an old school guy that like anytime they would do those like minor league like Clash at the Cove '96, Dick the Bruiser was always there, man.
Oh my God, he looks like his name is Dick.
Did you look him up? Yeah, did you?
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, dude. Who am I missing?
Screen.
If you're looking up wrestlers from Indiana, like I am as well, who did I miss? There's somebody. Oh, Terry Funk. Terry Funk is from Indiana. That's right. Bobby Heenan is from Indiana, according to this.
Heenan, the Ultimate Warrior.
Yes, Big Shotty Lee Johnson. Also,
that's my boy. He's in my boy stable.
Yeah, so we got a decent little Ahmed Johnson if you really want to get into it. Yeah, we got a few people, and we're not like a super
Eugene.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah. Every once in a great while, Eugene will pop up on a local show poster around these parts. Yeah, every once in a while. Yeah, we don't have like a super deep wrestling like list, but we do okay.
You got plenty.
We do okay. Yeah.
It is funny because people will go, "Oh, Washington State has a lot of wrestlers, right?" I mean, there's 3 currently in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
But none of them are women.
What do you think that is? The Washington women's wrestling scene's not as deep here, is it not? I'm not super familiar with the Seattle scene.
I got in trouble for voicing my deep concerns because we do have some really fantastic Canadian wrestlers, right? Who from British Columbia.
Yeah, come down.
Columbia, yeah.
British Columbia.
British Columbia. Nicole Matthews, absolutely stellar.
Oh, yeah.
Liza Hall, Bambi Hall. Like these are fantastic wrestlers. I mean, technically Sue Young is from the greater Seattle area.
Yeah, she made her return on Friday night. She beat up Rob Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who I was like, who the hell is Rob Shit? I was like, this isn't. I said I had a lot of fun with that match, but I was like, I was
Mhm.
confused the whole time.
That's very Washington Hall of them. Um,
Yeah.
but it's the thing that in the midst of this great insurgence of fantastic women's wrestlers, we still get people who go, no intergender matches. Sorry.
Yeah, you get that a lot too. Our, I don't know what it is. Our area too, we do have a few, a few solid women's wrestlers. There's just not enough of them to
Enough.
sustain like
Right.
a division or like
Hmm.
so. And I don't know if the promotions here are against intergender. I don't think I haven't really
Yeah.
paid super close to it, but yeah, I don't understand that whole like because that's the thing, and I talked about it a little bit on Beards when we had Kristen Ashland to talk the PWI 250.
Hmm.
Was like these promotions need to book these women more. There needs to be more women's matches, and then if you want to get some of these women more reps, you got to go intergender. You just have to,
You
so
have
that
to.
so that way they can get more exposure and then get more reps, and we can get because I don't know what the answer is. How you get more women to join and because at the top of the cards, like the big promotions are killing it. Like you said, AEW with how they're rocking right now. WWE's women's divisions are really crushing. TNA is doing a great job rebuilding theirs.
Right.
But then you get to these locals, and it's like the same two or three women don't have anybody to wrestle against. And it's like,
I know.
oh, that's kind of a bummer.
It is a bummer.
Yeah,
And I'm hoping that it starts to change. I do see different local promotions around here. Because I say in Washington, you typically have to have a wrestling school attached. So,
yeah.
still seeing that being talked about, still seeing people talk about that, but I just want more, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want
I
to
think
get more.
we all do. I think we all do, and I don't think that's those people that are like, "What more do you mean?" Just you can tell when a promotion puts in the effort in their women's division. You can tell when they care about it, when they're cultivating it.
Absolutely.
Is there a right answer on it needs to be a 50-50 split the men? That is not a question that I can tell when I watch a product and I go, it's 3 hours into the show and there's not one women's segment, and you go, that's not right. So I'm with you. I
I
think we
like
need
it.
more women's wrestling. 100%.
Well, speaking of good and bad things,
Uh-oh.
you watch WWE product, you've watched AW
Sure.
product, you've watched TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Name one thing each promotion does really well.
Okay. All right. Jeez, these are tough. No. WWE for everything that you're saying right now, like they do a good job presenting their product. Like they do are they the best shows I've ever seen? No, but they do a good job with them. The production value's off the charts. The women's division right now is absolutely cooking. Like what we saw on Monday night with Asuka, Charlotte, Kyrie, the tag division as a whole was really well done. They do have a tendency to shoot themselves in the foot though with the goofy finishes where you're like, just let it play out, let somebody win. But I don't dislike WWE's product. I just wish they would they play it safe, and it's almost to a fault. But if they swung a little harder, if they flip that switch, they got the talent. They make stars. Like, look at what they've done with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, which granted are big names, but man. And then the stuff they did with Maxine and Becky, it's great. Nikki Bella, AJ Lee, you name it. They're star-studded. Easy. AEW, they're just, I know that they get flack for they don't tell good stories, but I just don't think you're watching them. Like, they tell different stories. And they do a fantastic job of investing you into a match. Like, I was there Wednesday live, and every match I'm sure it looked good on TV, but I would never. But their pay-per-views always hit. I never leave an AEW pay-per-view going, man, that was disappointing. Except for maybe the exploding barbed wire death match.
My husband loves that match, by the way.
Well, the match ruled until the end.
Yeah, until the end.
But they never leave me like disappointed when I watch them. So that's always good. And they're finally starting to really tell some really great women's stories too. So now that whole like, well, they don't push women's wrestling is kind of becoming a mute point because they're doing so many things with different storylines. Like Mercedes has a storyline, the tag division has a storyline, the women's champion has a storyline. The stuff they did on ROH last night, or was that last night? Yeah, Final Battle really was.
Final Battle was last night.
Like Red Velvet beat Mercedes Moné, like hell yeah. So there's a story there now.
And it was a fantastic match.
Oh my god, it was so good. I was glad I sat down and watched that last night. TNA's always underrated. There's some good stuff in there. There's some really like Leon Slater's an absolute stud. Mike Santana, they built him into an absolute stud after he left AEW. They do a good job of like building up stars, then those stars go other places, and then they always find a way to retool. They always figure out a way to keep putting on some product, and they're not afraid to swing and miss, and that's what I love about them. Like, I'll watch TNA, and there'll be some stuff where I go, what the hell was that? And then I'll watch stuff and I go, that was really good. But at least they're willing to try things, because I wish more wrestling promotions would try things. So
I wish more wrestling promotions would try things. That is a great statement.
Just swing, because you write the shows. You can write yourself out of anything. We always forget sometimes that this is predetermined scripted content. Like, oh, no, that didn't work. All right, well, let me just refigure it. It may take a little bit, but we'll get you there. Like, I can suspend my disbelief, you know.
What is the greatest wrestling love story of all time?
Me and Mrs. Pluggo.
That's all we need to do with this show. Goodbye.
Me and Mrs. Pluggo. Yeah.
Watch me cry. Okay.
Yeah, me and Mrs. Pluggo. Absolutely.
I love that.
But on greatest wrestling love story. I'm sure JPJ said Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. I guarantee.
We talked about Macho Man and
I was going to say, I guarantee he said that. That was a little before my time in it, so I'm trying to think. Triple H and Stephanie? In terms of, I mean, they got married at the chapel, right? And now they're still going strong today. Bret Hart and his hatred for Bill Goldberg.
That's my favorite love story.
I was gonna say, like, he loves to hate that man. Oh, AJ Lee and CM Punk. I don't know. Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. You know.
Brie mode.
There's a bunch of like wrestling love stories. That all the weddings were they were always so much fun. In kayfabe, like, none of them ever went well.
Okay, what are your favorite wedding love scenes or wedding love scenes? Wrestling weddings.
I mean, obviously the test one where like Triple H, because that was like, again, is that gonna fly today? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. But back then, in the moment, we're like, Triple H is a real piece of shit, right? Like, yeah. I really enjoyed the Dexter Lumis, Indy Hartwell NXT.
Yes.
Because he kept we were waiting for the chaos, but he kept pulling out the like axe and being like, and everybody's like, yep. So that one was fun. Daniel Bryan, AJ Lee stuff, the one with Bishop, they're all funny to me. Like, I'm like, it's wrestling, guys. It's supposed to be goofy. Like, it is what it is. I like goofy shit. Like, I just do.
Yeah.
I'm a child.
I like my wrestling to be entertaining. I don't know what to tell people, you know?
Yeah, like, at the end of the day, like, do I love an absolute emotional 5-star Kenny Omega Kazuchika Okada match? 100%. But I can't watch that for 3 straight hours.
Or in AEW's case, 7 straight.
Right. I need you to throw me just some goof, like a match that's not where like everything's at stake. Like, I need that cool down. I have to be like, oh shit, yeah, Marco Stunt, man, that's my guy. Johnny Hungy's here today for the Dark Order. Give me those spots. R-Truth is hilarious. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time is Heath Slater. That dude's the king of like the cool down, goofy spot. Like I have to have that.
All right, so I got to know then. All three of those promotions, what is something that each need to work on?
What we need to work on?
Yeah, AEW. What does AEW need to work on? What does WWE need to work on? What does TNA need to work on?
Well, WWE absolutely right now needs to build some younger talent, some stars. They need to start taking some shots with some of these young. They need to get back to like when Randy Orton was world champion at 20, right? Like take a chance on a guy like Braun Breaker right now is that prime example. Like there's just and it's a good problem to have, but it's also like you've got 10 guys right now that we could see as world champions. So it's hard to break into that. We're seeing the log jam in NXT with people that should be coming up, but you just don't know what to do with them because you've got 15 guys, right? You know, it's like, so they need to take some chances and do some stuff, take some swings, make a War Games match, like mean something. Don't just have it to have it, right?
What?
like I've been talking about this all week. Like I didn't hate War Games as much as everybody else, but I also was like, if I would have missed this show, I probably didn't miss much, right? Like I could have took this Saturday off, but yeah, they just need to take a shot, and they need to listen. With the WWE, it's just going to sound hard. I know it's about the money. I know everything in the world is about money, right? I go to work for money. I want to make the most money possible, right? It's all about the money, but don't make it so much that you're making it about the money, right? Like you're telling me with all the commercials, the ads, everything, it's only about money. Like it's just try your best, at least fake it with me and put on a front that you care about me, the fan, right? That's where I'm like, I get it. You're trying to make money. You're gonna but you're telling me like, hey, those ticket prices, it's about the money. It's just remember me, the guy that you're pricing out of your shows. You know, loyal fan here. But
I mean, unfortunately, they are pricing out like their main audience for so long were children.
Yeah.
Children don't have jobs, right? Nope. They can't buy their own fucking tickets.
I mean, most of them.
So now you're asking families to be like, yeah, those tickets that were $35 a piece.
Yeah, they're now
$40 a piece.
$150.
Yeah, now they're $150 a piece. Now they're $300 a piece.
Yeah, and it's just like, I get it. You got to make money. You're a corporation. You got to appease stockholders and stuff. But just
multi-billion-dollar corporation needs to make that much more money.
Yeah, and I champion it to like, it's Tony Khan. When you talk to Tony Khan at a press conference, and I'm not saying everything he does is perfect because I'll talk about what they need to work on in a second. But he immediately talks about like, did you see that match with Mox and Claudio? Did you see that women's tag match? Did you see what we did tonight? And the first things that Trips is talking about is like, we had record profits, we had a record gate, blah, blah, blah. It's like, get back to talk about the cool shit and then be like, yeah, we also made some money tonight. Like it's different vibes, but I just need him to swing a little bit better, swing a little harder, make a little different. Like, give me something new. Javon Evans, you got him. He's on a silver platter, folks.
There.
Don't make him like Mark Henry said. He's not going to be champion until he's 35. He's 21, and I don't know if Mark said it in jest, but I saw the headline, and you're not that wrong, Mark. They're going to make him go through a war of attrition before he becomes that dude's ready. We all love him. He's 21. Who cares what age he is? He's killing it.
He gives me like Randy Orton vibes.
Yeah.
And we strapped Randy Orton.
Yeah, we did.
Do it.
Yeah,
just strap him.
And if it doesn't work out, you can just write something and fix it. It's not going to be we're not going to, oh shit.
It's like they write their own show. Yeah.
Oh. With AEW, the women's thing was always, they're doing much better.
Right.
Continuity, maybe? Like, there's just some things where I'm like, there's a lot of so he's got ROH, he's got Collision, we've got this. Like, I'm not saying like a hard brand split, but there's a lot of the times where like, and you, I'm sure, have bitched and moaned about this more than most. Why is the ROH World Championship not defended on ROH television? And why are you asking me to pay you $10 a month for ROH when I could just watch the ROH Championships be defended on Dynamite? That kind of stuff where I just go, that's where you turn the people off, right? Where you're just like, why would I tune into ROH? Because I could just watch it on Collision. And why? So I would like him to do that. I think that would help. But I actually low-key think that AEW's been doing a really good job this year. Like, they've steered away from the fight with WWE. They're not taking as many shots as they used to. They're rebuilding things. Now, I don't know how they get viewers in the building, so to speak. Like, I know that the gates are down and stuff, but the show product overall, I think, has been better. But I would like to see him kind of like hard and make a few more things make sense. Like, why did Sammy Guevara need to be in all the matches on ROH last night? Not that I don't like Sammy Guevara's in-ring work, but why is he in the tag division, and then he's also in the trios too? And I'm like, that seems like.
But he was also in the survival of the fittest.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Yeah, is he your workhorse? Just again, and I'm missing it because I don't watch it as much. But overall, there's just little stuff like that. And there was some stuff that like Don Callis the other night said if we win this $1 million, we run things around here. And it's like, Tony Khan's a billionaire, bro. You aren't running shit. Like, even in storyline, we all know Tony Khan's a billionaire. So maybe somebody run that promo by real quick and be like, yeah, the $1 million is a drop in the bucket to the guy that runs the place. So you're not running shit, Don. No, overall, I just think, just a little bit more continuity. And I think that they'll be making some moves. They did, I don't know how you can't be mad at Samoa Joe, but that was a really interesting decision, right? To pull the plug on
That was so interesting. I definitely did not see that coming. I definitely saw Swerve returning.
Oh, yeah.
Did not see that coming. I thought that MJF would return before we would see.
Do we have too many? Do you think they have too many belts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't even get me started talking about why did we unify these belts?
Yeah.
For them not
to yeah.
It doesn't matter now.
And
why did we spend all that time unifying the belts?
And then Don's like
Kenny Omega and Okada, but it's not. It doesn't. They're not unified at the end of the C2.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, no. That little stuff like that. If he tightened those screws up, because he does tell storylines. There are intriguing things, but there are little things like that aren't making sense. Or why is this champion in the C2, but this champion's not? Like, why are you? Why? Where's Kyle O'Reilly in the C2 after a hell of an match? He might be hurt. Explain that stuff to me on TV, so that I don't forget about these guys that you had these moments with. Like, do that, please. And then TNA, I don't really know. Because, I watch TNA. Because they do counter program us with beards.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do TNA things. Don't be TNA. TNA is good. Like I was at Bound for Glory, and you had Leon Slater and Javon Evans put on an absolute banger. You gave us a banger, then you gave us overtime, and then you had Dark State busted up. You you told us that Mike Santana was the guy for 6 months. We get to Slammiversary in New York, in his hometown, and he loses. For you to send him to Boston to win, to have him lose after you were dark for a month. You had him lose on the first night back. Which, again, I know I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth because I said I like it when companies swing and try things. Those aren't the things
This is not things to try.
That is just bad storytelling.
Yeah.
Trying new stories is a thing, but going, Mike Santana, we're going to go dark after the biggest win of your career. in a city that we should have did it in. Yeah, I was like, okay. So
Didn't make sense. Didn't make sense to me.
no, not at all.
Oh.
Wrestling, man, wrestling. TNA is gonna TNA, 100%.
So speaking of,
Yes,
2026 is only a couple weeks away.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Name a female and male wrestler that you think is going to be the year of their life.
Oh man, you should have prepared. You should have sent me some show notes.
I should have, but you also should have listened to JPJ's because it's a lot of the same.
I listened to a good amount of it. I definitely, yeah. I didn't know if you were going to give me the. I didn't know if we were.
You don't want to listen to 2.5 hours.
No, it wasn't that. I listened to quite a bit of it. I was in the chat, but I was also hanging out watching Peacemaker with my kids.
Listen, I get it.
I had to. He wanted to. My 17-year-old son's like, "Dad, you ever seen Peacemaker?" I'm like, "No," and he's like, "We should watch it." And I was like, "Are we allowed to watch this together?" He's like, he goes, "I'm 17." I go, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. I guess it's okay." If they keep going with the story with Maxine, it'll be Maxine. Like Maxine's gonna have a big year, right? Hello, I'm assuming that's Josh. Hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Our boss is here, making sure we're being one of our bosses. I think Maxine will have a big year if they keep pushing her the right way. Braun Breaker absolutely should have a big year. I've been championing his name all day today. So that would be a guy from the WWE side of things. AEW, Kevin Knight, 100%, I think, is ready for a huge year. And Marina Shafir in AEW. Because I think she's underrated at what she can do. I don't think people watch her a lot on the indies. She definitely wrestles a lot for Defy on your neck of the woods, and every match I watch is usually really good. I think they're positioning her to finally break out with this tournament where maybe we'll see some title for her. So she might have the year of her life in terms of that. Those are just bigger names that I think of. I'm trying to think of some like indie names. I do like a little indie wrestling.
There's a lot of shifting going on right now in the indie world. I mean, GCW's champion Effie.
I know.
Atticus Cooper, which
what'd you call him? Cooper?
Is that not how you say it?
Kogar. Atticus Kogar, who I find absolutely fascinating, but not at the
hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah, Atticus Cooper. Oh man, that's a show. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. That's a show.
Listen, I just watched it the other day.
I find Atticus Kogar to be absolutely fantastic and interesting, but not at the expense of Effie. I was not expecting that to happen.
Effie is fine though. Effie is fine.
Yeah, of course he is. He'll be fine. Yeah, the independent scene is shifting a little bit with all of because they had that, the WWE
the ID program.
The ID program has shifted. Then we had a lot of talent get released early in the year who have made their ways, but then we've had a few signed. Like they're in a bit of a transitional period right now, but there's still a lot of good stuff on there. Like I mean, you name it. If you name a promotion, there's probably somebody there that's close. I mean, Marcus Mathers and GCW just had a really good match this week. There's a show that starts it started 20 minutes ago. GCW's Priscilla Kelly's on it. She's doing a great job on the indies. I've been really having fun.
Absolutely.
Kelly. I will say though, that match she had with Effie, I don't know if I could watch that with my kids. I had to be like, I gotta watch that one.
I don't know if I can watch that by myself.
I was like, hey, is this wrestling? Or this would be the moment Mrs. Pluggo walks in and she's like, I will tell you, the first time Mrs. Pluggo ever discovered Effie, I was watching. Now you'll appreciate this. I was watching GCW's 4th of July like backyard show. Okay, so it's supposed to look like that. That's they're kind of making fun of backyard wrestling.
Yeah.
And she's like, who's the guy with daddy on his ass? And I was like, it's Effie. And she's like, you need a pair of those shorts, honey. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, you should get some.
she goes, how far down this rabbit hole have you fallen that you're watching this? Is this supposed to be like this? And I go, yeah, that's kind of the vibe. They all come out and they do backyard stuff. There's like, yeah, I'm watching it for. She's like, okay, this is what we're getting into here? So yeah, she's a fan of Effie for sure. And then I told her I got to interview Effie with JPJ, and she's like, oh really? Yeah. So
I
it
love it.
all worked out. So one of Mrs. Pluggo's faves.
Looking at 2025 retrospectively, what's something that you wanted, that you're proud of that you did this year, that you highlighted this year? And then what are you going to do next year?
Oh man. 2025 was every year since I've been in this space, I look back at each year and I go, man, how am I going to top that? Like, that was a great year. And then somehow by some merit, I top it every single year so far. So I've still been able to. I was really proud of the work JPJ and I did at Royal Rumble. That was awesome. We got to do some really fun stuff there. I mean, we worked that weekend. We did all sorts. It was exhausting, but we pulled it off. I was, and then getting to go to Boston to meet JPJ, that was really cool, and do the Bound for Glory thing. That's the furthest I've ever traveled, I think, out by myself, maybe. I think in Florida. I've been to Florida, so maybe it's close. I don't know geometry or geographically or whatever. Whatever word.
Listen, JPJ.
I'm no scientist.
You're no scientist. Okay.
Oh, thank you. And I'm proud. I've taken. Speaking. That's a little like. I'm proud that Josh lets me do things that aren't wrestling related on the Hive. Like, that's cool. Like, I get to do some football talk, some SNL talk, which I love Saturday Night Live. So I get to talk about that a little bit. I am really proud of the WrestlePalooza weekend that I did. That was the first time I've done something like that solo. So I've always had JPJ to bounce the idea off of, right? Like, we have a really good, like, Between the Beards gimmick where you stand and we bounce the questions and every wrestler's understood it and got it. And we've always been able to play off that. But I got the opportunity to go to WrestlePalooza last minute on my own and do it. And I was like, what if I suck at this by myself, right? Like, because this is a different, but I was really happy with what came out of that. I got to yeet with the Usos, which is really fun. I wrestled this year. I was in a wrestling ring and I threw a guy out of a rumble. Like, what? Right?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Someone let you do that?
Yes, our local promotion here. I talked them into allowing me to do a rumble spot. They asked me after doing a different spot, but yeah. So that poor guy, Jorge Bravo, for the rest of my life has got to hear that I threw him out of that rumble, because I will never not tell that story, because
perfect.
There's no reason I should ever be in a wrestling ring, because I am like not a wrestler. So, but you, Jorge, are a wrestler. I threw your ass out. But overall, 2025, I'm just stoked that I'm continuing to get to do very cool things with very cool people. Beards has been doing the thing like we always do every week. It's always a new guest. We've had a problem where we've had more guests than we don't, which in years past maybe hasn't always been the case, which, don't get me wrong, I always love the two-man game, but it's always nice to know that people want to be on our show. For Exposure's really taken off in the independent scene, with Blair, so that's always cool. Like, I get to work with people that understand me. Like, you don't always find that where, like, they're like, it's Pluggo, like, we get it, like, we know, like, Love Wrestling, for instance, like, and like I said with the hot, like, they let me, like, here's my idea, and they go, okay, all right, go for it, we trust you. And it's like, that's cool. That's so cool to me. That's a huge thing for me in 20. Like, hey, I want to try this. All right, go for it. Like, that's great. So I'm sure I'm forgetting people and missing things. I'm sure there's more. When I look back here in a couple weeks while I'm sitting there watching the ball drop, and I go, holy shit, like, what a crazy year in 2025.
It's been a crazy year for you, so I'm excited to see where it takes you next year.
It's been it's been a positive year. It's also been one of the toughest years, where it is one of those where you keep growing and you're thinking, like, okay, what am I doing the right things? Am I making the right decisions? And, like, But I look back on it at the end of the day, and I go, as long as I'm still having fun doing it, then we're killing it. And everything, I try to do as much as I possibly can, as we've talked a few times. Like, I think last week I did like 10 shows, and I was just like, what are you thinking? But I was like, at the end of it, I was like, that's too many shows, man. But I'm glad that I'm pushing myself to try those things, because I got to be honest, like, I never thought I would be here. So,
Yeah.
in the sense of like doing this, like, I never thought I would ever be a guy that was on camera, doing things, doing interviews, going places, and doing interviews with all sorts of wrestlers for WWE and all this crazy stuff. And so, yeah, like, I'm interested to see where 2026 goes. I famously never have a plan. I never have a goal. I just kind of go with it, and I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's gotten me this far. So I just hope in 2026 the good vibes keep going, and that I can keep doing this and keep putting out content for everybody. As long as I can keep doing it, and it doesn't, I can keep the lights on here at Casa del Pluggo, then I'm good. And my kids are good, then I'm set.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens. I don't know. Terrible answer, Auntie, because I don't know what 2026 is going to bring. But I promise you, I'm going to try to come up with something. I don't know what yet, but we'll see.
All right. Well, we are going to play since you're drinking, but you're not. It's non-alcoholic.
Yeah, that's
right. We're going to play a drinking game.
Ooh, okay? I haven't played a drinking game in years.
Okay, so this is my drunk deck, and we're going to go back and forth, and you're either, if you do the thing, then you either drink or I drink.
Oh, if
Does
I
that make
do
sense?
it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you ready? So, for instance, this card says, say 5 words starting with T in 5 seconds or drink. Okay?
Okay. So I would say...
You would say 5 words that start with the letter T in 5 seconds or you drink.
Okay. So I got to start?
Okay. We want to start with this one? All right.
Sure. Ready? You want me to...
Okay. Let's... Ready, set, go.
Go. Okay. Oh, tits, tackle, takedown, tacos, toboggan.
Toboggan for the win. Why would you think of toboggan?
I don't know. Can I get 5? Is that 5?
Yeah, that was 5.
Thank you. Toboggan is a great word. I don't know.
Toboggan. Sorry, I'm never going to get over that. Okay. I love it.
Hey, listen, I'm just trying to make a lasting impression so I can get invited back.
All right. All right. Drink if you memorized your bestie's phone number.
Does Mrs. Pluggo's phone number count?
Yeah. Do you know her number
do.
by heart?
I do.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to. That's why I'm saying I do.
But I believe you. So.
And then, like, my best friend, like my best yes, I do know his number, but I don't know if he's still. Yes, it is still his number. Yeah, I do know it because it's very easy, and I won't put his on blast either. So. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, please.
But that's it.
I won't do that one. Okay.
I did mention you, Blair. I mentioned how For Exposure has been killing it this year, and we're doing great stuff, Blair. Or unless you're yelling at me about not knowing your phone number off the top, which he probably is, and I don't know his phone number. I called him once, and he goes, "Why are you calling me?" I said, "Because I was driving, and it was easier."
Are you a driver and caller kind of person?
Yeah, yes.
Eating dry cereal?
So this afternoon I was like, "Can you just eat dry cereal?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just grab it and eat it." And I go, I said, "The roof of his mouth must look like Matt Tremont's forehead." And he did not appreciate that I judged his dry cereal. I said, "I need milk. We need lubrication. We gotta." But yeah, no, I love Blair. He's the best. Blair's definitely a guy that 1,000% like puts up with me, and I don't know why.
Okay, we're just
If
going.
we vibe. Dry Fruit
Okay, I
Loops.
do love Fruit Loops. Don't get me wrong.
I
but-
don't listen. I've never gone to the pantry and go, I just got to stick my hand in this box of cereal and take a pull.
Right?
I'm like, just go get me a bowl and I'll smash it that way. Sometimes
It's just raw dog cereal. Good Lord. Ooh!
savages, man.
Savage.
Josh
Oh
and
my God.
Blair just like, I ain't living. I mean, fair. Listen, to each their own, man. To each their
All right. Drink if you've tried cat food or dog food. You never was curious? Never?
You said if you've tried it.
Oh, if you've tried. Oh, so
Yeah.
you were curious.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dog, but one of those like
over here.
one of those dog bones.
Yeah.
And listen, you walk down that cat food aisle, they're like filet mignon for your 79 cents. You're like, fuck.
So,
listen, I won't raw dog dry cereal, but I've eaten one of those dog biscuits before.
So, there's I often am on Reddit, like, today I fucked up kind of stories or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, today I fucked up because I bought a bunch of food that I thought was like human food because it was on sale and it had Rachel Ray's name on it.
Yeah. And it was
it was like 72 cents a can. And guess what? It was dog food.
Yep. I've seen those. Yeah, no, that, yeah. Oof. Never. I wouldn't do that. I mean, I guess everybody has their price. But
I don't even know that. I didn't even know that people like to, if
yeah.
I'm just saying for my dogs eat human grade food that I have eaten before. And it just tastes like chicken without seasoning,
I'm a curious person by nature. I have to know things, so.
Well, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Drink if you are wearing the color black.
Yeah. My socks and my pants.
I was about to say, are your pants black?
Yes, they are.
All right.
Yes,
how many times have you drank so far? 2?
2. The dog food and the pants. I didn't have to drink on toboggan, which was pretty dope.
All right. If you are over the age of 22, take a drink.
Oh. I was trying to hold out.
Do you remember being 22?
Yeah. Oh, what a piece of shit that guy was. Listen, I would not hang out with 22-year-old Pluggo ever. That guy sucked.
Oh my God.
That guy sucked.
I'm going to tell you something. So I went to a Christian college, right?
Yeah.
And I went to the Christian college because I got a basketball scholarship. And also my parents found out that I was not straight, so they thought this will cure me.
Well, yeah.
But I'm on a women's basketball team.
Oh, yeah.
That's
interesting. Yeah, like
there
I would
were
never
no
think
straight people on our basketball team at
no,
all.
No, of course, women's sports is traditional. Yeah. So your parents probably like, well, she's playing basketball, right? They're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Josh said you were cured.
Yeah, I was cured.
You're
except
cured.
my girlfriend was
not. She was not cured, and
no, heavily influenced by the devil over there. Okay, but I mentioned that because at 22 was the first time I ever had like a male inkling of a relationship.
No.
I should have never dipped my toes because 16 seconds 16 seconds.
That's a long time from what I've heard. That's a lot. That's a marathon, man. Hell
It
yeah.
was the intro of Wonderwall, which was what was playing.
Hell yeah. Good for that guy. 100%. My dude.
Marathon. Oh my gosh, you weren't gay, but your girlfriend was. This is hilarious. All right. Okay. Whew, we only got a couple more cards here. All right. Show the last 5 photos on your phone or drink.
Oh, this I'm not worried about. You're gonna think I'm weird, but sure. It's not. Well, to be fair, I was live tweeting NXT Deadline, so most of them are probably that. Yeah. Okay. How about this? I'll pass over the deadline stuff because I was working. The last 5 photos, and this is 100% shoot, is Mrs. Pluggo working with there's Obafemi.
Oh.
doing homework with Oliver.
I love this so much.
She's a big champion of like take the photo. Mm-hmm. So I picked up on that kind of early on in our relationship because she always takes photos of everything. And she was like, I don't have a lot of photos of me because I'm always the one taking the photos. So I start sneaking the photos. So sorry, it's not my balls or anything, but sorry guys.
Thank you that it's not balls.
Sorry, Twitter or Twitch, whatever. But no, yes. So she was helping him do his homework earlier, and I was like, she'd probably get a kick out of that. So those were the 5, and then everything in between is wrestling because I watched GCW and then there was a bunch of stuff. But yeah,
well,
I know I'm a real big sweetheart.
I love it. It means you're a giant green flag to me. So
I hope that's a good thing. Yeah.
Do you know about beige flags, green flags, red flags, pink flags?
I mean, I know red flags are bad. I'm sure I have a few of those, but I don't know about beige. I don't know about beige. Yeah, everybody has red flags. Everybody that the key is like if the person that I'm sure Mrs. Pluggo has some things, but we work so well together that her red flags aren't red to me. They're just who she is. That's kind of how it works, right?
My heart.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like we're not perfect. Don't get me wrong. We're not perfect, but we make it work because that's how we roll. But no, I don't know what a beige flag is. What's a beige flag?
A beige flag is something that's neither red or green.
So it's not good or bad.
It's not good or bad.
I might be a walking beige flag. I'm just very.
So, because like some people could be like, oh, like this person shows up to work all the time. They may be late sometimes, but they might be early. So that could be just a beige flag that
that's me.
It's not a bad or a good thing.
What's a pink flag then?
Something that's not as bad. So it's like a red flag would be like, oh, they steal, they're a felon, they are hiding a secret family, they, some people they get, if they do hardcore drugs.
Got it. Okay.
But
so the flags are in the eye of the beholder.
Right. So like a pink flag would be like me where I'm chronically late. Some people could think that that's a red flag.
Yeah.
But I have what's called time blindness.
I heard that. I was like, damn. First time I heard somebody say they had time blindness and they were trying to tell their employer that's why they were late. I was like, damn, that's good. Like,
well, see, man. I can't say it like my husband because he's on CP time.
Yes. I'm not allowed to say things like that.
I'm not allowed to say those things.
Yeah, no, you can't say
But
that.
he's Hispanic, you know. They have their own CP time, so you know.
I just have like I can tell you I don't know how many times I've been late, only by a couple minutes. I'm always like a couple minutes like within the grace period late.
Right.
But it's because I sat down after I got ready for work and scrolled like some random TikTok, and I was like, did I really need to see this scene from Remember the Titans for the 900th time? I know how the movie ends, but I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta leave. But yeah.
But like, there are some people like that are so time blind that they disregard other people's things. I've never done that. You know, there are people who are like, oh, it's fine if I show up 2 hours late. No.
No, I'm always habitually like early. Like there was one baseball game this season because I coach my kids' little league team where I was the last person there, and they thought something happened. They were like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, it was like an hour and a half from work, and I was like, I had to leave work late. I hustled here. We're here. But they were like, "You're always like the first one here," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Today was not my day." So yeah, I try to be when it comes to other people's stuff. When it's other people that I like, the kids or something, or Mrs. Pluggo, I make sure I try to be as on time as possible. When it comes to me, I'm like, whatever. If it's
like if I know, because like for instance, my dad was in the Navy. Right, he spent almost 30 years in the Navy. So if you are early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, don't show up. So like I know, like I can gear towards the company that I keep. Like I'm just going to be on time. But I also have like ADHD, so it's like a little bit of the ism with ADHD, where like if I have something planned and it's not until like 2 or 3 p.m., my entire morning is shot. I don't know how to.
I don't know how to function in that either. Yeah.
I don't know how to like. Okay, I have something at this time. It is at this time. I can't do anything else because if I try to do anything else during the day,
it throws you off.
I get so like off kilter.
I get weird like when I have to go somewhere. Like if I'm going, like when I went to Dynamite or when I went to Boston, or if I'm traveling, like I'm like I want to get there early, so I give myself time to figure it out. Especially if I'm going somewhere I've never been, I'll get there early. Or a lead up, like Mrs. Pluggo can attest to it. Like the lead up to these things, I'm like walking around the house, like checking everything 100 times. She's like, you're fine, you're good. Like why are you? I'm like, I don't know. I get really in my own head about these. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Chicago today, like I don't know, do I have enough, do I have the right stuff? I get really weird about it. Then I'm like, I gotta get there early. She's like, you have plenty of time. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna leave early. She's like, why? I go, I don't know, I'd rather sit at an airport for an extra few hours and be on time than get there 5 minutes before I'm supposed to be and being like, oh shit. So
where I get in trouble is when I go, okay, I have to, like, I can only segment off this much because, you know, if I stack too many events, what if one goes over, one doesn't start till later, then you have to complete it, and then it makes everything else domino.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, when I went to Indy to do the Palooza run, I got down there like 3 hours early and mapped out where I needed to go and did everything, so I knew exactly kind of where I needed to be when I needed to be there. And it was just like, why? I was like, why did you do? And then I ended up finding something to do, but I was just like, you didn't need to get down here this early. But you never know. I always like to be prepared. I try to be.
All right, we have just a couple more.
Oh yeah.
All right. Are you ready?
Always.
Oh, I can't do that one. It says drink if you've thought about starting a YouTube channel. No.
I mean, I've thought about it. Did I do it? Maybe. Kinda.
This one says, drink if you've ever had a crush on Justin Bieber.
Okay. I'm only going to drink because people thought I did when I was in my... So I was...
What?
So, all right, hold on.
You're proving the allegations correct.
Allegations. Okay, so in my 20s, I worked at a bar
Okay.
that ran karaoke 7 nights a week.
Mm-hmm.
It was at the height of Justin Bieber's Baby.
Okay.
So this joke started out as, let's just try to get the karaoke guy to say Justin Bieber. It wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So it evolved into us putting our names in as Justin Bieber. So he'd have to say it. Then we decided, well, we'll sing Justin Bieber's Baby because then we have. So it kept spiraling, and then I took over karaoke that was one of the songs I sang was Justin Bieber's Baby. My 26th birthday, everybody got me Justin Bieber related things to the point I had a life-size Justin Bieber cutout in my house. And I am, exactly.
You're trying to beat the allegations.
I am beaten. So I would listen to Biebs. Got some pipes on him. Misunderstood individual, I guess. I don't know. Okay. But I had all this stuff. I had a poster. Like it was like you would think that I was in love with the guy, but it was this joke that just kind of.
It's easy too.
He's a fine. I'm not saying he's not good, but yeah, a life-size cutout. Now here's back when I used to drink. And I'd come home from the bar. I'd like walk in the house and freak out. I'm like, oh, it's just Justin Bieber, like in my house because somebody bought it for me. And like I had this, So when I moved out of said house, yeah. So I have like Teen Bieber. I used to get called Teen Bieber a lot back in the day, and like they're like, oh, the guy that sings Justin Bieber, that's that guy. Mm-hmm. And I knew it down to the rap. Down to the Luda rap, I had it. I could. Oh, back in the day, like I was Team Bieber all the way, and then, yeah. So I don't know if that like ever evolved into me having a crush on him, but the allegations of me having a crush on him were very strong. And then, fun fact: I was moving out of that house, and I had all that stuff sitting outside. And some girl was like, "Are you getting rid of that?" Some like little girl was riding her bike by. And she's like, "Are you getting rid of that, Justin Bieber?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Today is your lucky day." And she goes, what do you mean? And I go, I'll be right back. And I had a box full of Justin Bieber merchandise and swag from this years of people thinking that was my guy. And I go, here you go. This is all yours. And she just thought it was the coolest. She goes, oh my God, CDs. And yep, all yours, honey. Have a wonderful day. So I made some little girl's day because she got a life-size cutout of Justin Bieber and a bunch of swag. So yeah, that's yeah. Sorry,
I had a cutout of the Jonas Brothers.
Oh, there you go.
So
it still rolls back into being a sweetheart. Yeah, my obnoxious joke of like pestering a guy to say Justin Bieber with a bunch of drunken buddies of mine turned into me. Yeah, hey, listen, at the end of the day, at least somebody got some use out of it. But yeah, I used to play the music when I cooked, because I worked at the bar, I'd cook and I'd play the CDs in the back, and I had this guy that worked there that he's like a metalhead, and he's like, fuck Justin Bieber's trash. And I'd be like, guess what we're listening to today, dude? Justin Bieber did a compilation album where he sung with like Miley Cyrus and like all these other people, and I just play that on a loop, and he'd be like, I fucking hate you. And I'm like, I'm aware. I'm an acquired taste.
I will tell you, when I was bartending, when I lived in Pittsburgh, I definitely had a Pandora going of all what I called the guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
And dude had some get everyone to jam. All right.
Dude had some bangers. What can I say? Never say never. Yeah, dude. Whatever. Anyway.
I don't like that one. All right. This is going to be our last one. All right. Share a scar or injury story. Otherwise, drink.
Well, I stabbed my hand with a knife on Wednesday. So I took this multi-tool, essentially pocket knife that was sharper than I'll get out because it's brand new, and I jammed it into my hand and bled out all over my work floor. Outside of that, I did cut off the tip of this finger on a meat saw when I was a meat cutter. I lost the tip of. I lost 2% of it. Grew back pretty good, but there's a huge scar right here, and it was like, yeah, it was bad. I had to call Mrs. Pluggo and be like, "Hey, honey, I know you just got back from taking Owen to the doctor, but I need to go to the emergency room." She's like, "Why?"
No.
So yeah, I have.
No.
Yeah. So this hand and I aren't vibing. But yes, I did literally, no joke, Wednesday. That's why this is. I should take it off and let it air out, but there are stitches. I won't show them on screen because I don't need to show that off to the world. But I do have stitches in my hand. Yes, it was pretty gnarly. Yeah. Am I the most accident prone guy in the world? No, but every once in a while, every 5 years or something, I do something stupid.
I will tell you, there was a period of time so I don't know if you know, but I'm close to 6 foot. Okay.
No, we've never stood side by side.
That's true. We've never stood side by side. So I'm a large individual. Not only that, I got these large refrigerator shoulders. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just a thick person. Okay.
Yeah.
So in middle school, there was a period of 3 years where I was always on crutches. I was always rolling an ankle, breaking something, doing all the things. The first time I ever broke my ankle, instead of just rolling it, I was running in my house, and I grew up in a house where the stairs were in the middle. So like you know, everything exists around it, like a fucking donut. You know, it's very square shaped house.
Very baller-esque, yeah.
Yeah. But my brother and I were chasing each other, and he would always do this move when we would be chasing each other, where he would knock something down so that it would like stop me, obviously, so that he could get away.
Yeah.
He knocked down like the broom, and it fell down, and I stepped, and because it rolls, my ankle just did the roll.
Not bad ankles, I get that. Oh.
And I fell, and my foot was like this. And I'm in 8th grade, and I'm like screaming in pain.
Yeah.
And my brother goes, "What?
Yeah.
What?"
Yeah, no, for sure.
Faking it again. And he looks at my foot, and he just is like,
oh, we're fucked. Yep. Nope. 100%.
And then my mom had this old Volkswagen, and you could just hear it puttering down the road. And it's like, oh no, mom's coming home. And my mom comes home, and I'm just like grabbing my ankle. We go off to the Navy hospital, who know me. They're doing x-rays, and I broke my foot like this part across. It just They were like, "So what were you doing?"
Running around.
I fell over a broom.
Yep. Oh yeah. No, I had to make one time I rolled my ankle, went to the ER, and the guy was like, "When did you break your ankle?" And I go, "Never." He goes, "That's not what this bump here indicates."
Yeah.
And I go, "Well, then I had no idea it healed on its own." No, I like Josh's comment. Yeah, did I buy Mrs. Pluggo flowers for the inconvenience? No, not at the finger incident. In those moments, though, she is an absolute, like, she's too nice. I'm like, I'm good, I'm fine. She's gets so worried about me, and I just go, I'm okay. It sucked. It was the worst experience, finger like injury wise I've ever had. But I was like, she's a saint. So I should probably just buy her flowers retroactively. But
you should.
I'll save that for next time I screw up.
Well, so that is our truth or drink, I guess, or do the things and drink.
Do the things or drink, and I'm like, I've done all the things.
Well, I tried to play it with JPJ. What is it? I forget what the game is called. My brain is somewhere else. Never Have I Ever.
And he's
And I realize it's fine that I can't think of anything because I'm 37.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of life.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said, curious. I have so many stories. Yeah. I will always put Mrs. Pluggo over 1,000% every day, all day. She's my biggest fan, but I'm hers. And like I said, I don't get to do this stuff without her.
I love it.
Yeah. Even although I will say, if you want me to not be so sweet, I think maybe sometimes I wonder if she lets me do all this stuff because then I'm just not bothering her. She's like, go downstairs for 6 hours and talk wrestling.
You said it, and you know what?
You're like, it tracks. We all know Mrs. Pluggo. Yeah. She's like, go down there and watch 47 hours of wrestling. Like, that way you're not upstairs bugging me, man.
Well,
but either way, she lets me do it. So,
well, you've told me a lot about your life. I've learned a lot about you. We've talked about the ups and downs. We've talked about how companies can improve. I've learned so much about you tonight, there, Pluggo.
Hopefully, it's good stuff. Hopefully,
learn.
You're like, this guy's all right, you know.
Well, I appreciate that you carved out some time in your busy ass schedule. What do you got going on? Where can we follow you?
Oh, well, I say always, you could follow me at Pluggo. You go to Pluggo on all the social media platforms. My face pops up. I am there every Thursday night with the gentleman that we've talked extensively about today, JPJ, Between Two Beards, every Thursday, 8 o'clock on Love Wrestling CA. Every weekend, depending on time, we always just try to fit it in depending on our schedules. But for Exposure Pod with Blair Pacheco was in the chat earlier tonight. We talk independent wrestling. We just talked the GCW show that's going on right now. I do the Hive Media stuff where I do the college football picks, which that's coming to an end because college football is in the playoffs starting next week. But I've decided to start reviewing the new SNL episodes as they drop. There's one tonight, so I'll probably drop a video there tomorrow as well. Anything I write is up on Love Wrestling CA right now. And then if you just go to the social medias, you'll know all the other spots that I popped in and out. We did the NXT watch along with Ella J right before this, so just go there. That's where I'm at. I'm everywhere and nowhere all at once. I'm like the wind. I'm like the wind.
I love it. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure to like, share, subscribe. I like to keep these things going and accessible for free. Please follow me _Queer Auntie anywhere there is social media. I got new things coming out all the time. We're going to do some cozy streaming probably tomorrow morning while Wrestling Made Me Cry is still on hiatus. And yeah. What a fun time.
Oh, I had a blast. I clicked instinctively on that. I was like, is Grainmaker give me a frowny face or a happy face? I was like,
a happy face.
I was like, it doesn't work for me. This isn't my stream.
Yeah.
I'm on the other side of it today. Yeah, no, I appreciate you so much. Anytime you need me, I am there for you. It doesn't matter.
Well, good to know because, I might need some gas money sometimes. So,
Hey, listen.
Kidding.
Listen.
Although gas is going up in price, so maybe I shouldn't.
You shouldn't say just kidding because you're like, the way the world's going, I'm telling you right now.
I got a little Hyundai Accent hatchback. I only keep driving that because it's paid off.
Amen to that.
It shouldn't cost me $40.
No.
Every time I need to fill up. Anyways.
Yeah, amen.
Love your face. Thank you so much for your time. And
thank you.
Thanks for the drink.
Anytime.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.